Here are the tools you're gonna need: 17mm open wrench, 24mm socket, 10mm socket with a really small ratchet, 14-inch extension, and a breaker bar. First, you're gonna remove this little electrical wire here. You just pinch the tab and it pulls right up. And then you'll use the 24mm socket with the extension, drop it down in, undo that bolt. You'll pull that off. Make sure you have an oil pan under this. It will leak out some power steering fluid. You can set that aside. You will need that later. Go ahead and make sure that's loose. And then follow the wire down. And you're gonna come to this little bracket here that holds it in place. Just undo both of those 10mm nuts. Be careful not to drop any of this. And once you have that out, you're gonna follow the line to the end. Then you'll use your 17mm open-ended wrench. Go ahead and loosen that bolt there. It's a really tight area, so you have to flip the wrench back and forth. Once you get it loose, you can use your hands to unscrew it all the way out. I got this part from O'Reilly's. It was $65. You can also get it on Amazon if you don't mind waiting for the shipping. It was about half price on there, around $32, $31. Once you get it loose, you can go just pull that pipe right out of there. And here, you gotta put this little rubber O-ring on this end. And then on the other end, you'll have these two copper washers. The old one is connected like that, which is nice, makes it a lot easier. You might have one that's just two separate ones, and that we'll put on later. But if it's a connected one, you just go ahead and slide that over right now. We'll go ahead and put this back through, the same way we took the old one out. Once you get that fed back through, we're going to start on this end here, line it up with the hole, put that bolt back down in there, just hand tighten it down, and then you'll get out your 24mm socket with the extension, tighten that down until it's snug, and replace that wire connector, just clips right on. And then you'll follow the line down. We're gonna plug that end back into the hole. And then tighten that screw down. Just go as much as you can with your hand, and you'll get your wrench back out. Sometimes the aftermarket parts will have a different size nut on this end. In my case, it was still 17mm, but just make sure you check that first. And we're just gonna tighten that down, same way we took it off. And then we're gonna replace this little rubber protector there, put the bracket back on. So once we replace the line, we'll go ahead and top off the reservoir. Just want to fill it to where it says full cold line. Right there. And we're going to leave the cap off for this. The front end jacked up. We're going to turn the wheel all the way to the left and right. We'll do this about 20 times just to bleed the line out. And this should drain some out of the reservoir, so just make sure you keep filling it up. You should also see bubbles coming up. Just means all the air is coming out of that line. And you'll make sure you want to do this before you start the engine. And you'll just keep doing this until you don't see bubbles coming up anymore. It's usually about 20 times left to right all the way. Drop it back down, fire it up. And we're gonna go ahead and steer left to right. It's still making a lot of noise, so we're gonna go ahead and repeat that process of bleeding the line, and then we'll take another listen. That's what we're trying to hear. Turn the wheel, doesn't make any whining sounds. No leaks coming out anywhere. Good as new. Hope you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you in the next one. Keep on doing it yourself.